Hello everyone, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your day weather podcast for this Wednesday, the 20th day of September 2023. Brought to you by Cowboy State Daily. Cowboy State Daily is Wyoming's only statewide newspaper. Get your free digital subscription by hitting the subscribe button at cowboystatedaily.com. Well, we're going to be looking at more of the same today. Warm with afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms. Basically, today is going to be a repeat of yesterday. Thursday is probably going to be the same thing. Then this cooling trend with increased shower and thunderstorm activity is on tap for late in the week and the weekend. This will be especially true late Thursday, and it's really Friday and Saturday. I think by Sunday the weather starts to improve. Mountain snows are still looking likely, especially the higher elevations of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, parts of Utah and Colorado are going to get some snow as well. Then we have a warming trend. I think by starting Sunday and by the first half of next week, it looks really nice again. You know, it's been a really nice fall, folks. And I think we're going to probably go through the rest of September with some ups and downs, but nothing too bad. The next stronger cold front is probably due the weekend of September 30th, around that time frame, right around the 1st of October. Will be the next stronger front to kind of keep an eye on. How's that for a beautiful shot? Thanks, Mark and Kathy, for sending this in. That's the Colorado River you see there and off to the east, developing showers and thunderstorms with that moisture building up very nicely. This was taken on the 19th, and we're going to see scenes like this again today. We saw this yesterday. We're going to see clouds building over the higher terrain, a little bit of spotty shower and thunderstorm activity, nothing severe, with temperatures very comfortable. So it's basically the same pattern again, but things are going to begin to change. You can see that there's residual moisture left over the region for those showers and thunderstorms again today. By noon today, this is what the 500 millibar chart looks like. 500 millibars is at 18,000 feet. We have this low pressure system. There's actually two. There's not a lot of weather associated with the one down here in Southern California, but the Pacific Northwest system is going to be able to track south and east slowly and will begin to push into the region. But at first, the winds aloft will be coming from the southwest. That will keep temperatures warm. That will bring in that moisture for late day showers and thunderstorms. So it's a repeat performance, and there you can see where we're going to see most of the activity today, kind of in the same areas that we saw yesterday. Then things get a bit more interesting. This is by noon Friday. By noon Friday, we've got a closed low over southwest Idaho that is going to just kind of mosey its way east. Friday night into Saturday. Then by Sunday, move into the northern plains. It's not a terribly strong system. It doesn't really have any strong connection to Canadian air. But the coldest part of the storm will move over the higher terrain of the northern and central Rockies. And the end result is going to be some pretty good rains for you folks up into Montana, western Wyoming, far northern Wyoming, into the Dakotas there, central and eastern Nebraska. And you can see into eastern Idaho as well. Notice that when you get a low pressure systems tend to focus their heaviest moisture to the northeast, north, and northwest of the low center. So with the low tracking more north, mainly along Interstate 80, the heavier moisture will be north of the track of the low. So this is where the heaviest rain will be falling over a 2 to 3 day period from Thursday night, Friday into early Saturday. But there's going to be shower and thunderstorm activity elsewhere. And underneath that heavier moisture, here is the snowfall forecast. Looks very similar to the map I showed you yesterday. But notice the Beartooth Mountains to the Absarokas, and then into the Wind River Mountains and the Bighorns are going to be the big winners. The northern mountains and the western mountains of Wyoming will see the first significant snow. Most of the snow is going to be above 9,000 feet, although I do see snow levels getting a little bit lower than that. Then the mountains of southern Wyoming, Colorado, the Uintas here, going to get into a little bit of snowfall as well. But this is not what I'd call a big mountain event, but certainly hunters in Wyoming's northern and western mountains do need to be prepared in that Friday, Saturday time frame for cooler, wet, wintry conditions. And then if we focus in a little bit more, you can see those pink, those purple areas where the snowfall is going to be a little bit heavier and more persistent. Temperatures by Friday and into Saturday cool off. For September, I wouldn't call this really cold, but it certainly is going to be cool. Then by early next week, We have a high pressure building right back into the region again. A nice ridge establishes itself basically Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. This guy right here will likely hold off for a good part of next week before sliding in late next week and towards next weekend, and that'll be the next fun weather event for the region. Temperature-wise, though, this is by Monday. Look at those temperatures. Very pleasant for September across the western high plains and the Rocky Mountain West. So, while we've got this bump in the road Friday and Saturday overall, the September weather still looks to be quite pleasant. But this is by next weekend. This is by next Saturday, the 30th. We should have a more formidable change in the weather pattern returning to the region. Have yourself a good Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.